Peace. What's good, family? It's your brother Cool. It's kind of dark right now, but we walking, we rolling, we rocking. But this is just a branch off. Going on a little walk to the store, so figure I might as well speak. Just speak and speak. That's all I do. Speak. Speak and speak and speak and speak. So, just to bring it back once again to the point that I was speaking about earlier about the different types of Moors, those who are U.S. citizens, those who are subject to the emperor, and those who are not subject to the emperor. So, if we understand these three types of Moors, then we can understand exactly where we fall in within that scope or within that trinity. Because I know a lot of us as Moors, we're standing there a little bit confused in terms of where to go, which direction to jump in. You know what I'm saying? Should we, because I know I was in that same state where I was like, well, what do I do? Do I join a temple? You know what I'm saying? What do I do? Join a temple, do it on my own. And if I do it on my own, what do I need to do it on my own? Because I don't want to do it on my own and mess up. But at the same time, if you do it on your own, the only way to really learn and be able to teach people is you're going to have to mess up. So there's no way around that. You know what I'm saying? But once you understand those different levels, then you can understand exactly where your mindset is and where you fall in terms. Man, it's dark. I can barely see myself. More, but that's where you can see where you're at. Are you a Moor that's a citizen? You know what I'm saying? And if you understand what a U.S. citizen is, a U.S. citizen is a thing. It's an entity and it's a franchisee. It's not a real life flesh and blood human being. No such thing exists except in name only. All right? Or are you an American citizen? Right? An American citizen being American citizen being a citizen of an American state, like Panama or Trinidad and Tobago or Bahama or Haiti or Puerto Rico, which are all modern day names for the companies doing business on those land masses, right? Those aren't the actual names of the land masses. So, Colombia, Brazil, you know what I'm saying? All the peoples of those different states are American citizens because all those countries are in America. You see what I'm saying? Even parts of Mexico are in America, like Arizona, you know what I'm saying? New Mexico, Utah, California, or California, you know what I'm saying? So just understanding what it is. So you have your U.S. citizens, so you have your Moors who are U.S. citizens, okay, which means that they are corporate citizens. Then you have your American citizens that are citizens of American states, okay, outside the United States. So citizens of the United States citizens are not American state citizens, all right? So United States citizens isn't the same as the Aboriginal peoples of Puerto Rico. Although the exception is, and this is how I'm telling people, that these aren't the original nationalities, because Puerto Rico is part of the United States. So people who are so-called Puerto Ricans are United States citizens. But the Borinquens, the Aboriginals of Borinquen, you know what I'm saying, not Puerto Rico, the company doing business on Borinquen, then you're not a U.S. citizen. So you see? But a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago is not a U.S. citizen. They're a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. So this is why you got to understand that some of these fictitious states, they only go as far as paper. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with United States. United States only goes as far as paper. So to be a U.S. citizen, meaning you only exist on paper, the 2D world. You got to step into 3D so you can be in your regular state, which is really 5D. You know what I'm saying? Then you can elevate from 5D to 7D, and then from 7D, because 7D is surround sound. You see what I'm saying? 7D is surround sound. So you move from 5D, which is our true normal state, but in order to operate at 5D, we need to be on 3D. I hope I'm making sense. So in order to operate at 5D, we need to be on 3D. And then being on 3D, we can operate at 5D. And from 5D, we can move to 7D, which is surround. And then from surround, we can move to 9D, which is completion or perfection. You see what I'm saying? So all these things play a part in the different aspect of Moors. And then you have Moors who are subject to the Emperor of Morocco, meaning that they were the direct people who traveled from the plains of Morocco, which was still connected to the Al-Maghrib Al-Aqsa, which is still America, all right, the Northwest, which is the kingdom, Morocco the kingdom, which is North Africa, which was connected to North America at one point. You know what I'm saying? Physically. So that being said, those Moors who are subject to the emperor, okay, they are subject to the kingdom. So whatever the kingdom does, that's who they are subject to. Now, mind you, if y'all disagree, if my Moors disagree, remember now, this is about love, truth. This is about love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice and understanding. So I would hope that y'all not coming on, into the comments trying to cause a ruckus. I'm really looking for understanding. So if my view is, or you have a view that could bring more clarity, just know I always welcome it. I welcome it. Even if I don't agree with it, I won't bash you on it. I won't put you down. I won't tell you it's silly, because in all of the things, or if all in it that I may find silly, there's still something in there that's truth that I need to make my piece come true. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll never bash. So please, if you can bring more clarity, feel free. But my understanding at this particular moment is that those Moors who are subject to the emperor are subject to what the emperor deals in. So therefore, if the kingdom of Morocco, which is a protectorate under France, you know what I'm saying, and that's the 5-pointed green star that's intertwined, okay? That's the French star. I mean, that's the French flag. That's under French occupation. That's why if you call the Moroccan embassy, they'll start speaking to you in French, all right? Because they're a protectorate, meaning that they are under the protection of the French government. All right, so my understanding and my thought pattern is, I'm a Moor not subject to the dominions of the Sultan. I have my own thing going on. You know what I mean? I have my own thing going on. So if that's how you felt, like you had your own thing going on, like you don't feel like it was just about the religion, you don't feel like it was just about doing rituals every other day, if you felt like it was about being free and autonomous in your thinking and what you do, then you are a Moor who is not subject, because you were subject to yourself. Now, for those who were all about, you know what I'm saying, the rituals of Islam, the prayers, the recitals of the Quran and all that, but didn't really deal too much in the physical aspects of things, more so in the divine aspect, you know what I'm saying, then that was your lane. Okay? Then that's your lane. Then that's your lane as being a Moor. Okay? And it's kind of crazy because Moors who are in the temple are still United States citizens. You are United States citizens. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But the Moors in the temple are United States citizens unless that temple is organized as a 508c1a. If you are a 501c13, that means you're incorporated. You're a corporation. You're a corporation under Skull and Bones Agreement, meaning you can't do anything that goes against the United States. No different than the 14th Amendment. So, you know, if you deal on the divine side, then you're subject, if that's all you deal with. But if you deal with the divine side and the political side, you know what I'm saying, meaning the higher self and the lower self, then you got to be are more not subject to the dominion. Because that means we were free-thinking people, and we still are free-thinking people. So if you are a free-thinking Moor, don't get yourself confused thinking, or second-guess yourself thinking that you got to join a temple that don't resonate with your inner being. If that's not where you are, that's not where you are. Remember, there's 3 types of Moors. Moors subject to the emperor, Moors not subject to the emperor, and Moors who are United States citizens. All right, where do you fall in? Once you figure that out, live, be free. All right, fam, peace. Going into the, I should grab me a, doing a little bit of